Poe, the adventurous photographer Panda, was back on the road, his trusty camera slung around his neck and his bamboo satchel filled with supplies. He had been wandering through a vibrant forest, capturing the beauty of towering trees, colorful flowers, and playful animals. But something felt off. The forest, once lively and bustling, was eerily quiet. Even the birds had stopped singing. "Do you hear that?" Poe whispered, his ears twitching. "It's too quiet." As he ventured deeper, he stumbled upon a clearing where the trees were stripped of their leaves, and the ground was bare. In the center stood a peculiar figure, a raccoon wearing a top hat and a monocle, holding a strange device that hummed with energy. "Who are you?" Poe called out, his camera at the ready. The raccoon turned, his eyes gleaming. "Ah, a visitor. I am Professor Nutwick, inventor extraordinaire. And this," he gestured to his device, "is the Nature Extractor 3000. It collects the essence of nature to power my inventions." Poe gasped. "You're stealing the forest's life force." "Nonsense," Nutwick scoffed. "I'm simply borrowing it. Once I've perfected my machine, I'll return everything." "Probably." Before Poe could argue further, the machine sputtered and sparked, releasing a burst of energy that turned a nearby tree into a photograph. Poe's eyes widened. "That's my power. How did you?" Nutwick smirked. "I borrowed a little panda magic too. Your essence was quite useful." Poe's heart sank. "You've been draining my power?" "Just a bit," Nutwick said with a shrug. "But don't worry, I'll return it, eventually." Determined to stop him, Poe hatched a plan. Using his camera, he began capturing the machine's energy bursts, turning them into harmless photographs. Meanwhile, he distracted Nutwick by pretending to admire his invention. "You know," Poe said, feigning interest, "this machine is quite impressive. How does it work?" Flattered, Nutwick launched into a detailed explanation, his guard lowering. As he rambled on, Poe snapped a photo of the machine's control panel, causing it to short-circuit. "What are you doing?" Nutwick shouted, realizing too late that he'd been tricked. The machine began to overheat, its hum growing louder and more erratic. "It's going to explode," Poe warned. Thinking quickly, he aimed his camera at the machine and clicked. The Nature Extractor 3000 vanished into a photograph, leaving Nutwick gaping in disbelief. "No! My invention!" he wailed. Poe handed him the photograph. "Here's your machine. Maybe next time, think about the consequences of your actions." As Nutwick slunk away, the forest began to heal. The trees regained their leaves, the flowers bloomed, and the animals returned, their cheerful sounds filling the air once more. Poe smiled, adjusting his camera. Another adventure, another story to tell. As he continued his journey, Poe couldn't help but wonder about the origins of his camera's power. Was there more to it than he knew? He paused for a moment, lost in thought. "Well," he said to himself, "that's what adventures are for, right?" With a laugh, Poe set off, ready for whatever whimsical, exciting, and mysterious adventures lay ahead.